the Buddha gives a really important teaching. There's a time when some Brahmins come to meet him and they say, let us raise your teachings to meter, or chandas. It's kind of, I think that was the word chanda. Basically means meter. And raising teachings to meter essentially means taking the Buddha's teachings and turning them into a Veda. So what had happened in the time preceding the Buddha, and that continued afterwards, was India has this caste system with 4 castes. There was a struggle between the Brahmin caste and the Khattiya caste as to who would be the top one. The Brahmins would eventually emerge victorious. But what they did was they took these ancient sacred hymns and they kind of standardized them and locked them behind a wall of Sanskrit. And you could only basically learn Sanskrit, access the hymns from the Brahmins. It was considered a sacred language. So that means that now this caste has an absolute monopoly on sacred knowledge, and other castes can't challenge it. They can't look it up. They can't see if it's right or wrong. So these Brahmin students of the Buddha wanted to take his teachings and raise them to meter, which would mean that only these, liturgical specialists would have access to them. So the Buddha refused, and he said, you can't, I'm just paraphrasing here, you can't raise my teachings to meter, and moreover, whoever does that gets an offense. He says, I allow my teachings to be taught in their own language, basically the own language of the people that you're teaching to, the idioms, the language itself, the body language. By whatever means these people communicate, you can communicate the concepts of the Dhamma in that way, and that will be the way that they understand the Dhamma. So you can see the Buddha's genius as a pragmatist here.